Zane Clodfelter with Otters TV here with Randy Wynne, who you started the year in the bullpen, and now we've seen you as a really effective starter. So how did you go about that transition?
You know, it's just preparation for the most part. Being a starter, you know when you're going to throw, and so you have a lot more time to get prepared, but also the responsibility is a little bit more. I love starting. It's what I've done most of my career, and it's good to be back in the swing of things for that.
Yeah, just how nice is it, you know, starting the year as a reliever and then showing enough to Max Peterson, the pitching coach, and Andy McCullough that you have that ability still?
Yeah, when they originally signed me, they signed me as a starting pitcher, but we have so many amazing starters, you know, Rennie, Guff, Bale, nicely too, and Forrest when he was here. That, you know, I was happy to throw in the pen, backing those guys up, because I knew that they were going to go, you know, at least 6 strong, and I like being in the games on the line too. So end of the game, that's good for the bullpen, right?
So as your, you know, preparation for each start evolves, do you feel like you're getting back into a groove now that you're a starter?
Yeah. I'm coming into my 4th start on Sunday, I believe, and so the routine is definitely clicking back into place. Usually the day after a start, I won't throw a ball much. Today I threw a lot, and then tomorrow I'll have my bullpen, so it's nice to really get back into that routine.
Yeah, and we've seen Randy start a couple of games here at Bosse Field. I've talked to a couple of your pitching compadres, and they mentioned the differences between pitching on natural grass and then field turf.
Absolutely.
So you're going to pitch in River City on Sunday. Right. How do you adjust, and how do you kind of plan for probably a faster paced game with the field turf?
Well, I mean, I like to throw a lot of ground balls, and the field turf doesn't exactly help me there, but I think McGuff touched on it too, but you really want to kind of be a power pitcher if you can be, and strikeouts don't leave the yard, right? So, you know, every time you get ahead in the count, you're really looking for that strikeout, because, you know, if the ball gets put in play on the turf, you know, anything could happen. So,
and just where things stand for the Evansville Otters so far this year, how would you assess things?
You know, I think we got a good group. I love our team. It seems that when we do lose games, like one side of things usually decides to take the lumps for that day. But when we put it all together, we're untouchable. And I think we're going to be showing a lot more of that as the season goes on.
You guys have been on the road a lot so far this year. Luckily in August, a lot of home games. But is there a story that we can put on Otters TV from one of the road trips that's somewhat funny, but again clean, that you can share?
Well, so there's kind of an unsaid divide in every baseball team. There's the position players and the pitchers. Okay. And even in the bus, the pitchers tend to sit towards the back and the position guys up front. Okay. But Travis Harrison decided on the long bus ride, the 14-hour one or whatever, that he was going to come back and sit back with us and pick the pitchers' brains. And pitchers are always kind of known for being a little psycho. Okay. You know, so he was picking our brains about all sorts of things, and we had a lot of deep talks late at night on the bus, and it was a good time. It was fun to hear his perspective on things.
So for those long bus trips, what is your answer if everybody else falls asleep and you're still wide awake?
Oh, man. I do like to watch podcasts on YouTube, so got to keep the phone charged. And the podcasts I watch are usually around 3 hours, so a lot of times I'll fall asleep for the last hour of that, so they're kind of my sleeping remedy.
Any recommendations for viewers on Otters TV?
Personally, I like to watch a lot of like Joe Rogan or different psychologists, things like that.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, he's getting the start on Sunday in O'Fallon. He's Randy Wynne. I'm Zane Clodfelter. This has been Otters TV.